Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another MLP Infection AU. Today, we are looking at Cutie Pox. Now, I've seen this one, kind of pop up here and then. It's got a lot of views, a lot of likes. I'm very interested. I follow a lot of these stories. Even ones that are just starting. I might not make a video on them for a couple months, but I know they're there. I know they exist, but I just kind of follow them from the background to see if they'll get updated. And I'm all about following these here stores to see if they get continued and whatnot. I'm not sure what's going on with this one, but yeah, I'm gonna finally check it out. Violence warning, Cutie Pox. Apple bloom. Oh, great. Okay, off to a good sign. Starting strong. Starting strong with ruining Apple Bloom's day here. Obviously that's a fake. The only good Apple Blooms are super strong. Strong Apple Blooms. Apple Blooms are very independent creatures. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's fake. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. Oh. Becoming like a chicken velociraptor. Those spikes are getting worse. Apple Bloom, are you okay? Hashtag not my Apple Bloom. Infected. Do not look her in the eyes, Applejack. Spikes, rotting cutie marks, unknown origins, bloody sore hooves, bruises on her body. Cutie mark corrupt, patient 0. Those are the stats. Status stage 3. Unstable, avoid at all costs. She seems to be semi-conscious. Body is mutated, caused by a flower to get her cutie mark. She is currently attacking any pony she can in Ponyville. Inventory looks like a ring. That's the hula hoop thing I recall, if I recall correctly. Bruises on her body. God dang, what is happening to her? She's got some alien type of crud going on with her. Applejack. Unsafe, heartbroken. After Applejack, Zakar and Twilight figure out the truth seeds won't work on Apple Bloom, she screams and attacks them. Applejack tries to pull Apple Bloom off of Zakar, but Twilight grabs her and they take off running back to Sweet Apple Acres, away from the screams. She feels responsible for all of this. You ran away from the screaming, so that just means you got good survival instincts, I suppose. In this case, anyway. Very heavy eye bags cut on her cheek from one of Apple Bloom's spikes. Uh-oh. That's not good. She's probably sick from that. Apple Bloom, I'm sorry. Distressed mane and tail. Her and her dad's hat. Dirtied hooves from running. She looks freaking like her legs went through the dang ringer. Her hooves look horrible. Twilight Sparkle. Unsafe, overwhelmed. Twilight doesn't know what to do. What had just happened? What happened to Apple Bloom? Is this still just cutie pox or had it mutated? Was there even a cure if the only solution they did have didn't work? Was Zakora okay? She didn't know. The only thing she knew at that moment was to keep her hooves moving and to get Applejack back home so she can report to Celestia ASAP. We must go, Applejack. Uses magic to pull Applejack off Apple Bloom, messy mane and tail from stress and running. Beg for her books and quill. I'm sorry, we have to leave them. Dirtied hooves from running. Ancient book about diseases and cures. Quill. Dang. Honestly, art style hits hard here. Oh, frick. Zakora, cutie mark stable? Critical condition. Bit, unknown effects. Zakora is terrified as she watches Apple Bloom run away from her and attack the other ponies of Ponyville. The seeds hadn't worked. The seeds hadn't worked. What could she do? What could any pony do? Her body hurts. What was Apple Bloom? Did the cutie pox kill Apple Bloom? It hurts. Her body hurts. Help. Don't leave me. Help me. Help me. Smudged makeup, distressed mane and tail, help me, labored breath, help me, cuts and bruised from Applebloom's sharp hooves, bite from Applebloom, slightly bruised cutie mark. Don't leave me. God dang, Applebloom literally just bullied Zecora. Frick. That looks like it really hurts. Rainbow Dash, scared and unsure. Rainbow Dash was taking a nap on a cloud until she was woken up by horrified screams below. She sees how Applebloom is attacking other ponies and is confused and scared, unsure what to do seeing this. She hopes Applejack is okay as she watches her and Twilight run away. She decides to head to Fluttershy's to make sure she's going to be okay. What's happening right now? Messy mane from her nap. Applebloom? What do I do? Cloud. It's very colorful, very bright, vibrant. Well done. Pinkie Pie is stable, unsafe, and scared. Pinkie Pie was walking around town shopping when she heard yelling. When she went to see what it was, she saw what she thinks is Applebloom biting someone's spine out. She's been hiding in her house since. Oh my god. Applebloom. Slightly deflated mane, trembling. No, no. Bloody hooves, streamers, kitchen knife, apple cupcake, confetti, and balloons. Frick, that's a strong kid. Just being able to just rip your spine right out. I just thought of like the TF2 Meet the Sandwich thing. He punched out all my blood. You call that breaking my spine? Rarity. Status content and happy. Rarity is safe in her shop right now with Sweetie Belle. Neither of them know about the infection spreading close by. Rarity is very happy for Applebloom getting 2 cutie marks and has started to make her a gift to congratulate her. Oh, that's just sad. Sweetie Belle is helping pick the best gems to go with it. No, darling, we need a larger gem. Sweetie Belle. Pearl necklace, headpiece, and earrings. Shiny silky mane and tail, shiny polished hooves, gems, fabric, needle, and thread. You're going all out for Applebloom. Respect. This is actually very aesthetically neat. That jewelry. They look so soft. Fluttershy. Safe, excited, and happy. Fluttershy just finished cutting her hair and she's feeling more confident in herself than ever before. Unaware of the outbreak spreading. Safe in her cottage with Angel. Fluttershy is thinking of packing a picnic basket and getting together with her friends. Maybe even Applebloom and her friends can come. A mini celebration for her. Perhaps she should talk to Pinkie Pie about bringing some decorations. Angel, look what I did. Freshly cut mane and tail. Fuzzy soft hooves, scissors, empty picnic basket. Hey, boo-boo, we gotta get ourselves the picnic basket. I could probably do better if I tried harder. I don't know. Season 2, Episode 6, Cutie Pox. So that's the specific episode this is based off of. Oh my god, it's so off to a strong start here. Applebloom? I can't understand what that one is. Oh no. Gems. Something gems. Something present. Dang, so this is Applebloom POV. That's actually wild. Oop. I think this can be a little louder. Applebloom? Oh, shoot. Can't understand what Rarity's saying. Holy frick, big head. Big head Applebloom. Status stage 30, unstable, avoid at all costs. Her jaw and cutie marks continue to rot at a rapid speed as spikes start to pierce and grow from all over her body. Her eyes are sinking in further and further. Apple Bloom seems to be more aggressive as the minutes go by, her sanity and consciousness slowly fading away. Bruises all over body. What's that? Something messed mane and tail. Yeah, I don't know. Do not look in her eyes. Ripped bow, jaw falling off, spikes all over, bloody rotting hooves, loop-de-hoop. Dang. Dude, that would hurt. Ugh. Rarity is stable, in danger, and terrified. Rarity could tell something was very off about Apple Bloom. Oh, was it the rotting or the spikes growing out of her? Or the sunken eyes? But she never thought she'd attack her like this. She makes sure she shields Sweetie Belle before she scoops her up and she takes off, running to Applejack's farm. Was Applejack and the rest of her family okay? She had just seen Apple Bloom yesterday. Surely something so horrific can't develop overnight. But she can't think about that right now as she keeps her hooves moving. Apple Bloom, stay back. Uses her body to block Sweetie Belle from Apple Bloom. Oh, distressed mane and tail. That's what it said. Okay. Sweetie Belle, get behind me. Present for Apple Bloom. That's sad. That's sad. Can't give that to her now. Status is unsafe and terrified. Confused, Sweetie Belle is so disoriented and scared as she watches her friend jump and attack her sister. Didn't Apple Bloom like her sister? She's told her before how much she liked Rarity, so why is she being so mean? Her whole body trembles as she's frozen in her spot before Rarity grabs her and pulls her away from Apple Bloom. And the present they spent all morning working on sat unopened on the floor. That is very sad. Sweetie Belle buries her face in the back of Rarity's mane as Rarity carries her away. I love the amount of detail in this. It's super well done. Like, look at that detail. The detail, you got your story here. This is a good character she-esque story. Yeah, I mean, not even then. The last few slides, I think, were Apple Bloom approaching Sweetie Belle and Rarity, so even then, this is very good. Apple Bloom, what's wrong? Rarity, trembling. Red rose and cheeks from crying, polished painted nails to match Rarity. Please stop. Applejack, oh, those are the stats. Safe and grieving. Applejack is back home at Sweet Apple Acres with Twilight and her remaining family. Her brother, Big Mac, and her grandmother, Granny Smith. Applejack is grieving the loss of her sister and which she feels responsible for not helping her sooner. Once Twilight realized Applejack was safe at her house, Applejack gives her an apple before she leaves. That's a middle finger to the face. Hey, remember Apple Bloom? Here's an apple. Oh man, that's rough. Although, there's a lot of apple-related things in the Apple family. Inventory, her and her dad's hat. Multiple apples. Oh, Big Mac, this is all my fault. Swollen eyes from crying, bandaged cut. I'm sorry, Apple Bloom. Cleaned hooves. That's rough. So you look a little scratched up here. Wonder if something specifically happened to Rarity. So Twilight, status is unsafe and on the move. Once Twilight made sure Applejack and the rest of her family are safe at their farm, she took off immediately to the princess's castle. She hopes Spike is okay at their home, but it's too risky to head back home when the screams are only getting louder. Twilight enters the castle and barricades the doors closed, taking off to find Celestia. Yeah, usually when the screaming gets louder, that's usually a bad thing. Even more distressed mane and tail, out of the way, get inside, dirt on her hooves and body from running, beg to hold her items. Apple from Applejack's farm, quill, ancient book. So she still has that. I think the apple might be different. Oh, frick. No, Zakora. You have no choice but to read my screams in my voice. Critical condition, unknown effects. Zakara stumbles about Ponyville, using any strength she has left to find herbs and or plants scattered throughout the town as she bleeds heavily from her bite wound. All she can think about is gathering herbs, but she ends up eating most that she finds. No matter how much she begs you to help her, don't. Help, please, I need herbs. Very bruised, rotting cutie mark. Half-eaten herbs covered in blood. Black, rotting veins from the bite mark. Losing too much blood. Too fast. I love it. I love it. There's no such thing as too much story. Pinkie Pie, stable. Maybe I should visit Twilight. Sass is safe and paranoid. Pinkie Pie is hiding in her shop currently, wondering if she really saw Apple Bloom rip some pony's spine out. I mean, a fairy being capable to do such a violent act? No way. Cozy. She has to be dreaming as she's trying to make sense of what she saw. Her tail starts twitching as her pinky sense starts to go off. Oh man, huh? Messy displaced mane and tail, my pinky sense is tingling. Apple cupcake, confetti, streamers, kitchen knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I love it. I love it. I think this is neat. This is super, super neat. I think the color of the pictures, I think the drawing here just really makes it pop out a lot more. It's tidy, it's neat, it's organized, I can follow it. I love it. Alright, so stable, status is safe and scared. Fluttershy is happily packing a picnic basket. A picnic basket? Rainbow Dash crashes into her cottage in a panic. Alarmed and worried, Fluttershy tried to ask what was wrong, but Rainbow Dash just stood around frozen in shock. Fluttershy comforts Angel, who is upset by the loud intrusion. Calm down, Rainbow, slightly displaced mane. What's wrong? Did something happen? Shielding Angel. It's okay, Angel. Kitchen knife, picnic basket. 2 kinds of sandwiches. God. That just feels like it's too much. What is that? I want to say tomato, but some demented part of me thinks that's like a pepper. Yeah. Rainbow Dash. Safe and shocked, Rainbow Dash doesn't stop flapping her wings as fast as she can till she crashes into Fluttershy's house, immediately closing and locking the door before even looking in Fluttershy's direction. She barely says a word as she stands and shakes, glancing around the place every so often as if she expects something to jump out at many second. Too horrified with what she just saw, she doesn't tell Fluttershy about it. Besides, a quiet soon nowhere will be safe. It's spreading. So, Rainbow Dash knows the meta that this is a AU epidemic type of thing going on here. Huh? Did you say something, Fluttershy? Slightly gradient to her wings and hooves from sonic rainbows, mane and tail messy and displaced from flying quickly. Shaky lips and hooves. It's a lot of talking. Woo! Little drink break. Oh, Spike. Spike, 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 Spike. Is this Twilight just demanding of Spike? Truth is, game was spiked from the start. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait, we have a translation for the first few things. Rarity. Apple Bloom, is that you, darling? We made you a congratulations present. Sweetie Belle, I helped with the gems. Rarity. Darling? Sweetie Belle. Apple Bloom? Uh-oh. Gosh, it almost feels like I didn't cover part 1 here. Like, it went so freaking quick. Part 3. Dash? Did I scroll down? I scrolled. Dash. What's happening, Dash? Come on, talk to me. I don't want to be freaking having my spine ripped out of my back. If I can help it, I'd like to know the lore of what's going on. Do you want to talk about it? There's... Oh, bang. There's been an incident. Dude, if Apple Bloom is like here too, Apple Bloom's going all over town. If she gets like some multiple speed related cutie marks, she could probably just displace and just rip apart you in seconds or rip you apart. That was some backwards grammar right there. What? Shit. Fluttershy. Ow, Dash. Move. Zecora. Cutie mark corrupted. Critical condition. Bit. Infected. Run. Zecora stumbles around Ponyville looking for herbs till she got a strong desire for pony flesh and attacked the first pony she found. She uses her strong sense of smell to look for ponies who are hidden in their homes, breaking in. She recognizes a familiar home somehow, somewhere in her clouded, dazed brain, so she wobbles over the bridge and up to the door. So, wait, okay, hold on. If I'm understanding correctly, Zecora was basically pulling a Resident Evil and trying to find all the green herbs she could to try and heal herself. Dang, dude. Did not find the cure. Did not get any HP points back. That is unfortunate. Leaves? Herbs? Those are leaves. Silly Zecora. Ew. What the frick is going on here? Oh, that's just your hair. I thought some like stitched like finger like thing was growing here. It just kind of started here and it's just kind of creeping upwards. No, that's just her hair. Hell, that says definitely a variation of help. Help me, maybe. Distressed mane and tail, bruises and cuts from Apple Bloom, mouth ripping and jaw falling off from hard bites, rotting veins from bite wound, bruised rotting cutie mark. I like this. This is just terrifying. This is just slightly terrifying. Honestly, you know what I'm thinking? This could be super well done. It's not. This is just me rambling here. The story's fine. I'm loving it. But like, I am imagining now some sort of infection AU, right? Let's just kind of say every other part of her is completely fine right now. She's healthy, great, but her jaw's just kind of ripping apart, kind of. Gotta give her a giant smile. Oh yeah, that would look super well with her like makeup and stuff. Oh, that would be so cool. Fluttershy. Sass is terrified and dazed. Fluttershy was just about to hear what was been troubling Rainbow Dash so heavily since last night before Zecora busted into her cottage. Zecora looked sick, like really sick, and it terrified Fluttershy. She charged at them with wild eyes. Rainbow Dash pushed Fluttershy out of the way before she kicked Zecora hard, pushing her out of the cottage, making her weakly stumble around before running off. They stand in silence as they notice Rainbow's wound. Uh-oh. Zecora, Rainbow Dash's blood, messy mane and tail from shock, stop, shiny hooves, kitchen, knife, sandwich for Rainbow Dash. I like that you can follow the infection in this one, right? When they have an encounter or something happens with the characters in question, it kind of reflects the previous information. Oh, frick. Yeah, that looks bad. Bit in danger. Rainbow Dash was keeping a lookout at Fluttershy's cottage till Zecora broke in and attacked them. I swear you were crying. I swear that's what was going on. You were sitting on the ground crying. I don't think you were doing your job very well, Lookout Rainbow Dash, you little goober. Rainbow Dash pushed Fluttershy out of the way to protect her, but was bit in the process. She flies away from Fluttershy and her cottage before Fluttershy could stop or help her. She's confused and distraught. She's unable to stop looking at her bite wound, nor stop flying. High risk. Slightly bruised, cutie mark. Shit, what do I do? No, no, no. Very distressed, mane and tail. Shaky. Bite wound from Zecora. Flying. Honest to God, I can't blame her for looking at it, you know? If I had a chunk ripped out of me, I think that would be of like my my focus. Like, oh my God, there is, I don't know, I can see bone. Let's just go over the top and just be like, I can see bone in my freaking forearm. That's very concerning. You would panic. You would be stressed. I get it. You want to find help and you don't know what to do. You're just looking at that thing. You gotta find bandages first. Or, anything. But like if it's bone though, that oh god, that's gonna probably sting a lot. I ain't no doctor, but I think that would hurt. Oh man, I love this. I love this AU. This is a fun one. Status is safe and grieving. Applejack has been in charge of leading her family's farm into becoming a shelter for the ponies of Ponyville. As she was gathering wood and apples, she heard Sweetbelle yelling for help just outside the closed-off gate. When she ran over, she saw Rarity covered in wounds and Sweetbelle crying while holding a piece of Apple Bloom's bow. Rick. Okay, so I'm wondering if all those screaming in Ponyville have turned to silence or deep guttural moans. That is very concerning. Rarity was taking L's for Sweetbelle so she can be safe. That is noble. I have high respect for her, because I think that's probably what happened. Come on, Sweetbelle. Y'all shoulda need to see this. Big Mac, grab some bandages, would ya? Sweaty from gathering supplies. What is that? Cracked hooves. Oh, they're cracked now. Granny Smith's scarf, axe, apple from her family's farm, and her father's hat. Oh, frick. Yeah. Oh, she got torn up a little. Safe and confused, Rarity limped her way to Applejack's farm with Sweetbelle on her back, distressed and confused over what just happened. Applejack helps Rarity patch her wounds up before she gives her an apple to eat. She slowly makes her way around the farm to find Sweetbelle, checking to make sure she was okay and to offer her the apple Applejack gave her. She's currently very weak. You okay, Sweetbelle? Distressed mane and tail from fighting. No, don't worry about me. I'm fine. How generous. Pearl necklace broke off. Are you hungry, darling? Injuries from Apple Bloom, apple from Applejack's farm, bandages and wraps, pearl headpiece. Honestly, it's quite impressive that she managed to heal herself on the way. I feel bad for her. That's rough, having to fight through the frickin' town that you once lived in. Slaughtering your neighbors and all that crud. Or just trying to get them off you. That would suck. Sweetbelle. Safe, confused, sad. I'm surprised stressed isn't one of them. The past day for Sweetbelle went by as a blur, puzzled and dazed by all the ponies checking up on her. She's fine, or she should be fine. Apple Bloom's face still haunts her whenever she closes her eyes to sleep. She holds onto the tiny piece of bow she found on the ground before Rarity pulled her away. The last piece of Apple Bloom she'll have. Grief twists her belly as she helps Applejack around the farm, doing any light work she'd be having Apple Bloom do. Ouch. That's sad. That's just like trying to fill in the void of like what you once had. That's rough. She misses her friend and her old life dearly. I'm okay. No, I'm not hungry. Untouched and safe. Constant tears in her eyes, cleaned polished hooves, piece of Apple Bloom's bow. Holy frick, we need to euthanize you. Oh my god. Jeez Lou frickin' wheeze. That is, yeah, I gotta admit, I'm pretty speechless here. This is hashtag not my Apple Bloom. Yeah, that's a doppelbloom. That's a doppelgame. That's fake as hell. Real Apple Bloom wouldn't let that happen. Denial. Corrupt patient 0. Unstable, avoid at all costs. Apple Bloom wobbles around Ponyville as her body contorts and breaks with every step she takes. She'll be following you. Spikes are protruding all over her body, making it extremely dangerous to get anywhere near her. It is unsure if Apple Bloom is still in her, but it seems she's starting to learn how to mimic the sounds of ponies, even if it's muffled. Help, please. Spikes coming out of everywhere. It's real bad. It's all fun and games until the freaking mouth spike juts out, right? You see that there? That little mouth spike? That's rough. Freaking rough. Do not look at her in the eyes. Jaw ripping falling off. Torn left ear. Loop-de-hoop stuck on her body. God, that might be like almost suffocating her. Possibly. Distressed mane and tail still, rotting cutie marks, skinny, bony, long limbs, loop-de-hoop. So cutie mark zombies is what I am going with at this current moment. Pinkie Pie is in danger and on the move. Pinkie Pie left her shop to find Twilight to let her know what's happening, but when she got to Twilight's house, it was empty. The door wide open, she nervously turns and runs away, running throughout Ponyville for the help of any pony. Were her friends safe? Was her family safe? What would happen to Ponyville now that this, whatever this is spreading so rapidly? She didn't think about the ponies her fellow townsfolk were as she runs, using her knife only when necessary. Slightly deflated mane and tail, confetti and streamers in her displaced mane and tail. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Slightly dirtied hooves from running, streamers, confetti, and kitchen knife. Completely understandable response. What should I do? That's rough. You know, everyone's running around, eating each other. You gotta somehow ground yourself and not panic. You gotta figure out what do I do? What do I do in this moment? I am in great danger. No one's going to help me. Twilight Sparkle, status is safe in Canterlot. You just got to Canterlot? Did you teleport? I hope you teleport. Castle, terrified, distressed. After Twilight barricaded the castle door, she sprints through the castle until she ran into a very distressed Celestia. Twilight is immediately pulled into the throne room with the other princesses, where they're talking about what they know about the plague spreading, hoping Twilight knows anything they don't already. Twilight is put in charge of working and keeping track of the research papers surrounding the plague, as she knows way more than they do. She is beyond exhausted. Princess, tired eyes, please, what can we do? Distressed mane and tail, cleaned hooves, bag full of her inventory, quill, apple from Applejack's farm, and the ancient book. Oh, I think she probably ran straight to Canterlot, if anything. Not her castle. I feel like it was like she had a castle in Ponyville, even though it's way too early for that in lore, I think. But who knows? Who knows? Second read through might be necessary. Okay, so Princess Celestia stays overwhelmed, paranoid, and frantic. Celestia hears a desperate Twilight yelling through the halls of her castle, relief flowing through her as she ran to find her. Celestia worriedly discusses the plague and what they all know about it and what they should do about it. Celestia decides to split them up for a day and night shift, Luna with Cadance and Twilight with her, hoping splitting the workload will be best. Honestly, not the worst idea. That sounds like a very reasonable combo, Luna with Cadance. Yeah, no, that sounds acceptable. And Twilight, frick, Celestia and her pupil Twilight. Twilight, ruffled feathers. Thank the stars you're here. Mane pulled back into a messy ponytail. Took the blue and green in her mane and tail once. Luna came back. What? Took the blue and green in her mane. Oh, Luna took the blue and green is what I think that is implying. That's let's see. Let's see what Luna looks like. Lulu! Hi, Lulu. Sass is safe and exhausted. Luna is safe in the castle, yet she is beyond exhausted. She went into Apple Bloom's dream or whatever it was, and she refused to talk about it with anyone. She doesn't sleep, not even during the day when her shift is over. Luna is very happy to work with Cadance, yet something seems to be bothering her that she won't open up about. Probably what she saw inside Apple Bloom's mind. Hello, Twilight Sparkle. Mane in a messy bun, messy bangs, heavy, deep eye bags, slightly displaced feathers. Dang. That's rough. Princess Miyamori Cadenza, or Cadance. Hi, Cadance. Safe and anxious. Cadance is overjoyed seeing Twilight was okay physically, but the worry of her people eats at her immediately after. She happily accepts working the night shift with Luna, anything to help. She suggests maybe using Shining Armor's protection spell to surround the ponies unaffected by the plague, but that leaves one pony vulnerable, and if anything happens to them, the whole town would be at risk. Anxiety eats at her more as the days pass by. Everything will be okay, Twilight. Ladybug, you're okay. Slightly messy mane and tail, tired eyes. Oh no, Spike. Oh, gross. What the heck? Oh man, poor dude. Huh? Get to the castle. Be safe. Don't get bit. That sounds like a threat. You had to use red font. Oh man. Celestia, Luna, any pony. Princess? Please, Ponyville is in danger. Where's the guards? Prince Twilight! Ah! Celestia, Twilight, thank the stars you're here. I love this though. This is actually a very nice shot. Cutie Pox, a research paper by Twilight Sparkle. Table of contents! Holy frick. Brief history, what is Cutie Pox, bite, spread, rate, stages. Ooh, okay. Hello, my name is Twilight Sparkle. It is currently day 5 of the plague spreading throughout Ponyville. Apple Bloom is the cause, although most information of the plague is unknown and the only known cure, Truth Seeds, failed to work. We do have an understanding on how the plague/infection spreads, symptoms, and an ancient case of Cutie Pox. What is Cutie Pox? Cutie Pox is a puzzling pony plague that has affected a pony population of ponies back in the Paleo Pony period. Random cutie marks appeared all over the ponies' bodies, causing them to perform all the talents that came with them. Recently, the plague has infested Equestria in a devastating way. Perplexing Pony Plagues, page 420. From what we do know of Cutie Pox is that instead of new cutie marks appearing on the pony's body, the infected pony will obsess over their cutie mark talent till the plague mutates their body into a monstrous form, attacking other ponies. Avoid infected ponies at all costs. How long it takes for the infection to fully spread? 12 to 24 hours, 1 to 3 days, 3 to 5 days. Okay, so that's just color-coded. You get bit on the neck or the head, that's it. You're pretty much done. Real quickly. Body, 1 to 3 days. Extremities, 3 to 5 days. Stage 0 Healthy Pony. Here is a model pony to showcase what we know about the Cutie Pox plague. No symptoms. Cutie mark, gardening. So they look tired. Stage 0 recently infected. The speed in which the plague overtakes the pony depends where the bite wound takes place. We will be reviewing a bite on the leg. Amputation is unknown to work at the moment. Bite wound. Stage 1, 12 to 24 hours after bite. About a day after the pony is bit, they will start displaying common cold symptoms as well as fatigue, wet coughs, fever and chills, slightly bruised cutie mark, and slightly displaced feathers or bruised horn. Displaced feathers, slightly bruised horn, excessive sweating. Holy cow, very infected bite wound. That looks very bad. I can see the bone from here. I'm impressed you're putting weight on that sucker. Stage 2, 24 to 48 hours after bite. After about 1 to 2 days, the pony will be very confused and disoriented. Common symptoms include the previous few as well as running cutie mark and wounds, feathers falling out or bruising on the horn, excessive hunger, wet bloody coughs, and repetitive actions involving their cutie mark talent. Skin flushed with fever, horn bruising, desaturated clammy skin, feathers falling out, rotting bite wound, rotting veins spread. That is freaking atrocious to look at. Oh my god. Yeah, that is quite impressive. In stage 2, the infection will have spread through the bloodstream, making the veins around the wound to rot. This leads to the veins coming from the bite wound to turn black in color and become vulnerable to unbearable, not vulnerable, unbearable to walk on. Little vocal slip up there, let alone put pressure on it. Stage 3, 3 to 7 days after bite, aggressive, fully infected, still conscious, question mark. Affected ponies will lash out at any pony they see. They seek out ponies to eat/infect. New symptoms include broken horn, bleeding wings, jaw dislocating, mouth ripping, eyes sinking in, and hair falling out. Literally, like every single medication commercial ever. Symptoms may include broken horn, bleeding, bleeding wings, jaw dislocating, mouth ripping, eyes sinking in, and hair falling out. Just to name a few of the symptoms. Every single medication commercial out there. Please seek a doctor if you experience any of the following. Horn breaking, bleeding wings, jaw ripping off, starving, rotting leg. Wow. Oh, wow. Stage 4, about a week post-bite. At stage 4, the infected pony's limbs will contort and extend, stretching out their body. This is when the pony's Cutie Mark talent shines through. This model pony has the flowers they'd normally take care of grow from the rot in their body. Dang. Bloody bony wings, contorted limbs, dirt from digging in flowers, flowers growing from their mouth, and bite wound. Ugh. So, thankfully it hasn't spread too much further in terms of the necrotizing. Dang. Stage 4 infected symptoms are all different. The only constant is contorted limbs and a more broken body. Some infected hide away at this stage, while most are aggressive and active. If there was only conscious or recollection in the infected ponies in stage 3, it is gone now. If there was any. Holy frick, that just gets worse. Estimated to be about 3 weeks post-bite. Stage 5 ponies are extremely dangerous to be near. Infected ponies' jaws may fall off, making them unable to bite, but the rot from inside their body comes out of any open wound as spores. Inhaling the spores will kill you within a half hour. Do not breathe the spores. Breathe in the spores, but oh well. Broken neck, fully blossomed flowers, sunken eyes, veins rotted throughout. More spores. So, okay, question. Teach, I have a question for the class here. Is this just because, are there only spores because it's a flower-based Cutie Mark? Or if you had literally anything else, would it be different? Dang. Stage 6, unknown. There is little to no information of Stage 6 infecteds, but this is their final form. Depending on the pony's talent, they will either work their body to breaking or they are stationary. The spores found in Stage 5 are a lot more prominent. Do not breathe in the spores. Noted. Ooh, there's something here. It's a little dark, but there's something there. Twilight's research paper! That's what this is. Okay. Blood vision. Ponyville. That's Ponyville in the background. Holy frick. This is quite the eyesight. Oh, shoot, that was Rainbow. Oh, that's huge. Corrupted. Bite stage 3. Bit stage 3. Rainbow Dash hasn't stopped flying since she raced out of Fluttershy's cottage a few days ago. She circles around Ponyville in a non-stop loop, even though the muscles in her wings have started to rip, tearing the skin open and damaging her thin bones. Over the past day, the citizens, still in communication with each other, have started to call attention to the odd blood trail left around the town. She keeps repeating the names of her friends in a desperate attempt to stay sane. Those simple names have started to blur over the course of a few hours. If she sees you, you cannot outrun her. Ooh. I think this is her trying to say Pinkie Pie or something. Rarity, Fluttershy, yup, it's her calling names. Very bruised Cutie Mark, hair and feathers falling out. No, oh, Tank. Applejack. rotting leg, clammy, dull skin, jaw ripping, can barely see. She has that freaking bloody predatory vision. Wild. That's cool. Oh, dang, Fluttershy. She's ready now. Stable and danger on the move. After Rainbow Dash quickly flew out of her cottage, she grabbed Angel and ran after her into Ponyville, hoping to find any kind of help. When she instead saw the death and blood that rested there, she collapsed onto the ground, giving up and accepting whatever would happen to her. Pinkie Pie found her and Angel in this state, helping her back onto her hooves and into her shop, away from the danger. After a day of hiding away, the pair decided that they needed to find Twilight using any means necessary. She starts to push down the kindness settled in her heart, knowing leading a helping hoof to any pony could get Pinkie or herself killed far too quickly. No, Pinkie, leave them be. We have to go. Tired eyes. Always keeps her guard up, mane and tail pulled back to keep from getting pulled. Bodysuit to protect against bites, scarf, kitchen knife, apple pastries Pinkie Pie made. Holy frick, Pinkie is armed. Gonna go into a Pinkamena arc here soon. In danger and on the move, Pinkie Pie had run into Fluttershy and Angel on her way back home from Twilight's empty house, feeling an ounce of relief finally. She brings them back to her shop, trying to hide out whatever this was. After seeing how poor things had gone just overnight, Pinkie Pie suggests heading back out to find Twilight. No matter what, Pinkie takes on the role of hunter when it comes to any infected, slowly losing the shine in her eyes. Yikes. I got it, Fluttershy. Ouch. Covered in blood, tired eyes, worn down streamers, cut from horn, scarf to protect from bites, tail twitches from her pinky senses, still a meta ability. Nice to have. Bag of peanuts, raspberry cupcakes, sandwich Fluttershy made her in the shape of a heart, extra adorable, kitchen knife, streamers, and confetti. Leg warmers to prevent bites. Deflated mane. Nice. Aww, Gummie and Angel! Oh, Gummie looks so scared. Oh, he looks uncertain. I know literally Angel Bunny here is about to cry, but oh no, poor Gummie. Oh, I feel bad for the little guy. Oh, man. I'll read this in a sec. I need a drink break. Both Gummie and Angel stay back at Pinkie's shop whenever Flutter and Pinkie go out searching. Angel has found comfort in Gummie over the past few days after everything he's seen, very rarely leaving his or Fluttershy's side. Despite both being scared, they have found small ways to entertain each other and keep a positive mindset. They miss home deeply. Carrot found by Fluttershy, cupcake from Pinkie Pie. Will not leave his side, eye bag scared. Look what we found, guys. Look at that. We'll be back soon, boys. Oh no, that's so sad. Oh, wow. Holy frick, what sarcophagus did you crawl out of? Dang. Run. Oh my god. The detail going on here is extreme. That is so cool. Applejack, you've been busy. Oh my god. Sass is safe and grieving, overwhelmed and exhausted. Applejack has spent every day and night desperately trying to fortify the farm, harvest apples, helping any injured ponies needing shelter, leading chores around the farm, and fend off the biters, which is what every pony on the farm started calling the infected. She only sleeps when her body physically gives out. She refuses to rest, deeply appreciates the company of Sweetie Belle and Rarity. Very sweaty and sore from non-stop work outside. Come on, Sugar Cube. Cheek scar from Apple Bloom. Messy mane and tail from working outside. Mane and tail braided back. Rarity did them for her. Belt holding her inventory items. Dirt all over hooves and clothes. Bandages. Granny Smith's scarf. Apples for anyone she runs into. Dagger, axe, and her father's hat. Honestly, respect the style. Sweetie Belle! Status is safe, grieving, and determined. A little warrior. Sweetie Belle has taken a liking to helping Applejack with the chores around the farm, always being the first in line to offer a helping hoof. When Applejack offered Apple Bloom's clothes for Sweetie Belle to borrow, she refused at first until she got fed up with the thorns around the orchard. Thorns? I don't know. Scraping her skin and hesitantly agreed. Working the fields had filled Sweetie Belle with a burning desire to fix whatever had taken her friend away from her. Started to call Applejack AJ after slipping up and calling her Apple Bloom too many times. Ouch. Oh, shoot. This is like... Dang, the Apple family adopting Sweetie Belle is like wild of a concept almost. That is freaking so cute. It's sad that she's wearing Apple Bloom's stuff, but god dang. What else is there to do, AJ? Sweaty from working outside, small cuts and bruises, mane tied back with Apple Bloom's bow. Peace with Rarity's help. Dang. That's adorable and sad. Covered in dirt, Apple Bloom's clothes, apples she's harvested with AJ, bruises, Apple Bloom's bow turned into a hair tie. That's wild. Uh-oh. Rarity, stable, safe, anxious. Rarity sits nervously back near the barn with the citizens who needed shelter, still not feeling well enough to help with chores, but too paranoid to let Sweetie Belle out of her sight. She's sick. She's definitely gonna be sick here. She tries to help Granny Smith and Big Mac with all the cooking, though they let her decorate everything instead once everyone actually tries her cooking, which wasn't the best. Barely sleeps at night from watching over Sweetie Belle. The only time Rarity feels like she's really safe. Darling, just be safe, okay? Exhausted, unkept mane and tail, makeup smudged. What was that? Snow from Granny Smith? Oh. Shawl? I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know the item's name specifically. Nope, I can't. I'm blanking. Oh well. Slightly infected wound, healing cuts, apple. Yeah, healing cuts. Okay. Bandaged. Bandages and gauze, pearl, neck piece. Yeah, nope. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Twilight Sparkle. Safe in Canterlot Castle, Overwatch. Twilight is safe inside the castle walls, desperately trying to find a cure. Has only slept a few hours over the past week, despite Cadence's worried comments and advice. Has noticed her horn seems to glow even when she doesn't use her magic, though she ignores it and keeps pushing her body. She has yet to find any information on the truth seeds Zakor had brought, or any new information on Cutie Pox. Mrs. Spike so very much. And then I can't focus. Horn has constant non-stop glow shine, even when not using magic. Magic sparking off into messy sparkles. Oh my stars, this makes no sense. Exhausted eyes, messy mane and tail. Sore back from constant crouching or hunching. Hunching, it says hunching. Glasses, stacks and stacks of books. Quill, and the Book of Disease still. Glasses to help prevent migraines. Princess Celestia, safe, guilty, overwhelmed, and paranoid. Celestia tries to balance research and watching over Ponyville with guilt weighing heavily against her heart. She checks up on Twilight when she can, but usually stays stationed near the watchtowers, keeping an eye on the citizens below. Celestia has noticed a change within Luna over the past few days, but has kept quiet about it, refusing to touch on it further. Rest now, dear sister. Duller eyes. Exhausted, enough Cadence. Ruffled feathers. Quill made from her phoenix Philomena. Her journal / notebook, scrolls, mane and tail always glowing. I love that though. Uh-oh. Lulu. What's wrong, Lulu? You look a little grumpy. Safe, exhausted, frantic, irritable. Luna has been on her hooves nonstop since she saw into Apple Bloom's dreams, saying very little about anything that's been going on. She ignores the help and questions both Celestia and Cadence have been trying to ask / give her, and just continues to pace the halls until her and Cadence's shift starts up again. She hopes the fever starting up is just from overworking herself, but she doesn't want Twilight to check it out, fearing the worst. Quill Celestia had gifted her in her journal. Uh-oh. Are you telling me by looking into Apple Bloom's mind, she got sick from it? I got this, Princess Cadence. I'm fine, sister. Hasn't slept in days, slight fever, cold sweats, sore hooves from nonstop movement. God, let's just hope she's just overworking herself and that's it. Princess Cadence, Cutie Mark stable. Safe and anxious, Cadence tries her hardest to keep the other princesses from crumbling under the pressure of everything, but her comments never soak in. After she saw Twilight stumbling back to her room one night with an unbearable migraine and exhaustion, she finally snapped at Celestia about the conditions she's forcing her through. Since then, she has made a bigger effect to make sure both Luna and Twilight are taken care of. Her research journal notebook, quill, clammy from nerves. Come on, Ladybug, you need to rest. Eye bags from trouble sleeping. You're pushing her too far, Celestia. Messy mane and tail. You okay, Luna? We got more dash vision. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Twilight. Ooh. Just a spark. No. Just a... No. No, 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 no. What happened? Did you just drop everything, or are you having an episode? Grr, pant. Come on, Twilight. Come on, think, think. What else? What else? Else is there? Think, 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 think. Please, Celestia. Pant needs you. Ponyville needs you. Twilight, think, Twilight. Think, Sparkle, think. Bang! She's losing her goddamn mind. Who's there? Pant, show yourself, now. She's snapping. Oh, Spike! Oh, Twilight! Oh my god, a reunion! Oh, he's so, like, torn up, though. Poor little guy. Twilight hasn't left Spike's side since he arrived at Canterlot Castle yesterday, too afraid he'll disappear if he's not in her line of vision. Spike slept most of the time since he's been next to Twilight, but the few times he does stir, he helps balance out her thoughts. Having Spike with her again lets Twilight's mind slow enough to focus on the elements of harmony and, more importantly, her friends. Book on Ponyville, Nervous Sweats, one of the many journals she has on the infection and cure. Wait, maybe. Elements book, mane up in a ponytail. I'm not sure what that says. Something magic. Erratic magic? I don't know. It says hot erratic magic is what I think that says, but hot sounds a little misplaced. Bloodshot eyes, glasses to help prevent migraines. Could this be the answer? Elements of harmony, info, recovering Spike. Her glasses, happy and safe now that he's with Twilight again. And bandaged up, so good for him. Good for that little guy. Spike, oh, never mind. Endless books. What's that say? Something robe. Something made robe. I think. Her quill made from Owlicious. Where is Owlicious? We haven't seen Owlicious. Oh, frick. I forget about that one. Rainbow Dash, corrupted, bite stage 3. That looks extreme. Rainbow Dash hasn't stopped flying for days on end, the constant motion against her wings leaving her feathers getting all tangled up together and ripping them out. She's been slowly gaining speed, circling around Ponyville nonstop, a sonic rainbow bending the space around her. The skin on her arms and around her hooves melt away easily from the intense heat and sharp air hitting her day and night. Some of the remaining ponies around town whisper about the rainbow in the sky. She can't stop flying. She won't stop flying until she finds Applejack. 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 Applejack, 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 Applejack. Fever, what is that? Yeah, fever, sonic rainbow slowly building up over the days. Applejack, blood dripping off behind her, leaving blood trail behind her. That sounds freaking gross. Feathers ripped out and tangled together from intense wind speeds. Darkened, sunken in eyes. Skin ripping off her hooves, legs, and face from rapid wind speeds hitting her non-stop. She's just bone. She's like a comet. Holy frick, Pinkie is ready. In danger, on the move, irritated and numb, Pinkie Pie wanders around Ponyville with Fluttershy scavenging for food, rescuing lost or trapped ponies, and finding any of the main 6 pets. Her Pinkie sense refused to let her or Fluttershy leave the shop without some kind of face gear, leaving them both puzzled and a bit anxious. Pinkie had to get used to the feeling of sticky, thick blood coating her fur and her hair far quicker than she would have liked to. Understandable, though she never thought she would need to get used to it to begin with. Fluttershy, did you grab him yet? Mane pulled into a messy, loose bun. The biters are coming. Grab him or leave him. Let's go. Old bandage, jacket and scar, tail twitching from her Pinkie sense, kitchen knife tied with rope to hang around her neck, leg warmers, gas mask, cupcake for Gummie, confetti and streamers, heart sandwich made by Fluttershy, kitchen knife. Flutter, come on. Leg warmers to prevent bites, high quality gas mask, no eyes shine. Dang. So she's just battle hardened by all this. Holy frick. Fluttershy, in danger, on the move, agitated. Fluttershy is on a quest to find the other main 6 and their pets alive, well and safe. So far, she's only been able to find Tank wandering along Ponyville alone, scared and frozen, still in shock despite Fluttershy pushing against him as hard as she can. He refuses to move from his spot in town. Gaze distant and withdrawn, eventually with Pinkie's annoyed help, they peel him off the town floor, dragging him with them back to Pinkie's shop. Grr, I'm trying, Pinkie. Heavy eye bags, goggles, mane and tail in tight, messy buns, full body suit. Come on, Tank, move. He's not budging. Very sad and scared, Tank. High quality air filter mask. Poor Tank. He's so sad. Dang. Goggles, gas mask, banana tarts, Pinkie Pie made, and kitchen knife. Oh no, Owlicious! Is this the first one we've seen with Owlicious? I swear I cannot recall seeing Owlicious anywhere else in these stories. That is wild. Gummie and Angel had been trying their best to keep the others calm and safe whenever Pinkie and Flutter would leave the shop. Owlicious crashed through a window into the shop, blinking confused at the nervous and frightened pair watching from afar. Are you okay? Jeez, that gotta hurt. Whoo? Scrapes and cuts. Bruises on his feet. Ruffled feathers, bloodied beak, berries. Owlicious found. Eye bags, bloodied beak. Gar. Never away from the others. That's a chi, I think. I don't know. Slightly shaky. Carrot for Angel from Fluttershy. Cupcake for Gummie from Pinkie Pie. Dang, dude, this is sad. Poor Gummie Gator. Gummie Gator is like so nice to everyone. Oh my god, what a stand-up dude. Oh dang, Applejack ready over here to lead the warpath. Safe, grieving, overwhelmed, and exhausted, Winona has been trailing after AJ for a few days now, keeping her sharp eyes on Applejack, growling and, huffing at her randomly. Applejack, having worked day and night tirelessly, finally caved and quietly walked up to Rarity to have a much-needed talk about a break. Winona seemed to calm down a bit at the news. Not now, Sweetie Belle. Are you sure, Sugar Cube? Heavy dark eye bags, her dad's hat, bloodshot eyes, Slight cuts, scrapes, and bruises from working on the farm. Mane tucked up in a tight bun to minimize snagging. Axe, Granny Smith's scarf, tail braided tightly by Rarity. Alright, thank you, Rarity. Bandages, apple pin, dagger, Granny Smith's scarf, apples she harvested, dagger, axe, her dad's hat again. Dirt all over her body, sweaty and achy. Grr, says Winona. Healed scar from Apple Bloom. That's rough. Not now, Sweetie Belle. Heavy, dark, eye bags. Are you sure? Sugar cube. That's detail right there. That's impressive. You know, I gotta admit, every time I see these, I respect the artists who post these things. Like, this has to take hours of freaking work. I know it does. I know it takes hours to days of work. It's absolutely impressive. I have mad respect for the artists of all of these. Sweetie Belle. Status safe, grieving, frustrated, and antsy. Sweetie Belle is impatiently pacing back and forth in front of the bar's entrance. Way as AJ chats with Rarity, chasing after her when she walks back towards the orchard when they're finished, taken aback by AJ's withdrawn attitude. She gives up and runs back over to where Rarity's guiding and ordering ponies around. Satisfied with the job to do, she happily helps Rarity with whatever she may need. Dang. Applejack with those Apple Bloom withdrawals. Can't handle the new Sweetie Bloom. I'm fine. What is there to do? Covered in dirt. Apple Bloom's bow used to pull her mane back. No, I can help you, AJ. Messy but tamed mane and tail. Sweaty and achy. Apple Bloom's clothes. Grr, fine. Hey, Rarity, you need any help? Nail polish chipping off. Scarf tied around her arm. Slight cuts and bruises from working outside. Apples she harvested with AJ. Apple Bloom's bow piece. She is not letting that go. I wonder how Scootaloo's doing. Holy frick. Rarity, still exhausted and achy, happily accepts to take over Applejack's position as she finally lets herself rest after a long talk to convince herself to, as Rarity looks around at the small gathering of ponies who are her new family and responsibility. She feels a mix of pride and anxiety wash over her before straightening herself out. Sweetie Belle comes running up to her as she's sorting through jobs for ponies, calming her tight throat and racing heart a bit. Nonsense, darling. I can handle this. You go on and rest now. On your hooves. I will not let us just waste away. Up you go. Come on. I love that. I love that. She's like kind of like a nanny almost. A smudged, runny makeup. Pearl headpiece. Unkempt mane and tail. Matching hat she made. Healed scars from Apple Bloom on her face, necklace, chest, and left leg, wrapped up wound from Apple Bloom to keep it clean. Oh, Sweetie Belle, yes, of course you can help me, darling. Come, I'm organizing every pony's skills and talents right now. Smiley face. Hat she made, shawl, it is the shawl, okay. Apples from the farm, cleaned hooves. Hold on, I feel like I missed something. Rarity embroidered on her cutie mark to her shawl. Matching hat she made, unkempt mane and tail. Okay. Yep, that's everything. Cleaned hooves, gauze, bandages, apples from the farm, and pearl headpiece. I love that. I like this outfit for her. I think she would look real good in that. Zecora and Apple Bloom. Holy frick. I'm going to assume this littler one is Apple Bloom. Location is unknown. Corrupted. Stage 5. Avoid at all costs. Currently, no one has seen neither Apple Bloom nor Zecora over 3 days. Many have suspected they might have run off into the Everfree Forest. No one knows what they could be doing there. However, as there's no pony life deep inside the forest. There's no pony life deep inside the forest. Do not look into their eyes. So, an eyes thing is just a natural occurrence they feel. Princess Cadence. Cadence rushes Twilight and the other two princesses with a close, sharp eye as worry gnaws deep in her belly. Something's wrong. She can feel it deep in her bones. Yet what that thing could be is unknown to her. She skips sleeping some days in order to check in on Twilight's easier. check in on Twilight easier. Taking notice at the exhaustion clawing at her face and body, fears that any pony, let alone Celestia, would push Twilight this far. She marches right up to her, anger bubbling hot under her fur. And I am going to take a drink break before I continue reading the rest of that, because my mouth will not stop talking. Princess Celestia, you must stop. Shield magic, smudged makeup, aquamarine heart gem, love that detail by the way, calm and healing properties, slightly messy tail, thin sheer robe. It's alright, Ladybug, go take Spike and rest. Was that shaky from nerves? Yeah, I think that is, right here. Mane tucked into a slightly messy bun, and crown. I actually like the whole idea of the healing gem that is on her. That is a interesting artifact. I cannot stand by and let you work Twilight or Luna to death any longer. Stand down and let them rest. Sheer cloak, her quill, her journal. Dang. She's taking a stand. Oh, yeah, no, she definitely got freaking sick from the dream. From looking into Apple Bloom. Status is safe and frantic, exhausted and irritable. Huh? What are you talking about? No, Luna's fine. Luna's fine. Why are you looking at her like that? She said she's fine. She's fine. Maybe you just need some rest. Luna thinks you need some rest. You look tired. Are you tired? You seem tired. What's wrong, Princess Cadence? No, I'm fine. Luna's fine. Okay. Sleep. What? No, I'm fine. Leave me be. Bruised forehead and horn, very bloodshot eyes, high fever, ruffled feathers, mane and tail in loose buns, bruised flank and legs, very sweaty, shaky limbs, heavy, hoarse breathing. That was a lot less dramatic than I was hoping it would be. Anyway. Her journal, her quill. Dang. Bruised spine. Ooh. Yeah, okay, so she's having that kind of effect on her stuff. She's infected. She should not have peered into Apple Bloom's dream. Princess Celestia, overwhelmed, paranoid, safe, and guilty. Guilt weighs heavily on Celestia's whole body as she watches Twilight stumble to her bed with the help of an injured Spike, keeping her gaze turned away from Cadence. Even she barely believes the words coming out of her mouth, voice shaking through the false narratives in her mind, now unable to even look at Cadence. Shame burned its way into her throat, making her hooves tremble. Mane tied back refuses to make eye contact. Twilight, Spike, you may go. I am sorry, Princess Cadence, but you know that I cannot. We cannot change her destiny. Nervous sweating, and Luna is fine. She said it herself, like 50 times. That's like the only thing she actually said. She really wanted to get that point across. Mane and tail color changed once Luna came back. Quill made from her phoenix Philomena. Scrolls shaking her journal. I actually really kind of like this version of Celestia a lot more. It really embodies more of the sun than like the green does. The green, I think, kind of throws it off a little bit. I think Luna's color palette looks very well fine. I just think this matches her a little bit more. It's a lot more vibrant, but I get it though. It's okay. Scrolls shaking her journal. Twilight, you need to save them. You need them cure. Twilight, find a cure. You need to save them. Something. You need them. Twilight, find a cure. Cure them. Save them. A lot of haphazard words. I tried my best to follow each one of them as best as I could. Twilight. Dude, she is freaking being beat. Spike, take a note, please. Ready. Twilight. Oh no, is that Luna? Bang, huh? Spike? Spike's being eaten, isn't he? He's being torn to pieces. Princess? Luna? Why, holy frick. Oh no. That is wild though. She's fine. That is so well detailed. Stop. What? Stop. Please. Luna, oh my stars. Luna? Luna, talk to me. Why? Oh my stars, Ladybug. Twilight, my love, are... Did you just confess right there? It'll be okay, Twilight, my love. Luna, you're okay, dear sister. I'm here now. We can get Nurse Redheart here, as I think she's past a Nurse Redheart. Twilight, wait. I'm here. Where are you going? I promise. Holy frick, there is, honest to God, a lot going on here. My eyes are slightly struggling, so Twilight is facing the camera. Alright, let's see if I can kind of find my way around what's going on with Luna here. Fortunately, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Luna. But Celestia's huddled over him. Dang. Frick, that's it? Oh, god dang it. Oh, frick. Frick. Well, my day's ruined. I've run out of this. Oh, that's so beautiful. Gummie, you did so good. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My throat is going to cry. But it really picks up as it kind of goes. There's so many slides. There's got to be like 30 slides in each one of those segments. That is huge. Honestly, I like it though. I like it a lot more than just the one thing versus a lot of bunch of mini parts just have several big ones. That is nice. I like that. I want to see more of that. That puts a smile on my face. That there is quality. That is quality right there. Oh my God. Well, folks, as always, I will be leaving the link to this inscription down below, and I hope you all go check this out. I hope to see more of this. I think there's more still being worked on. This part was 12/18, so it's been a couple months, but from this from when I'm recording this, so probably more will have come out, hopefully anyway. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.